All right, welcome back. And hey, who doesn't love a night out at the theater? Something is always happening, of course, at DC's Arena Stage. And at the end of the month, just a couple weeks, you can see Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile, and it stars today's studio guests. We welcome Felicia and Katie Kleiger with us in studio today. Thank you both for taking the time to be here.
Thank you so much for having us.
We're so excited. This show, I hope my mom is watching right now, and I was chatting with you two in the break. We love Poirot. We love Agatha Christie. These mysteries are so rich and fun. Tell us about Death on the Nile.
Well, Death on the Nile, like the title suggests, takes place on the Nile, believe it or not. Shocking spoiler. It's a murder mystery, Agatha Christie, set on a cruise ship. So like this contained space. When the murder happens, everyone on board sort of turns into a suspect, and Hercule Poirot, Agatha, famous character, detective, starts to solve it, and as the audience starts to solve it in their head too, and yeah.
That's my favorite part about this. I mean, for folks who love the book, obviously you're going to see the things that you love, but for folks who don't, the relationships, the character development that Ken Ludwig has put into this adaptation is just really special and exciting.
That's what's so fun, is the gears start turning as you're watching as well. Fans have seen, we were talking about this, some different versions of Poirot, and specifically this story. There was the movie, David Suchet, I said the PBS Poirot. I always watched that growing up with Mom. You know, what is so special though about watching a show like this live on stage?
Yeah, I feel like the audience kind of feels like they're part of it. I think one of the best things about this kind of play, a murder mystery, is it's a really active experience as an audience member. It's not passive. You're not sitting back in your seat. You're like on the edge of your seat with every clue that gets uncovered. You are like, you are Poirot in this moment. Like you become a detective, a Sherlock, or any, you know, and it's like at intermission, you're gabbing with your friends. Like, who do you think did it?
That's my favorite part. The thing I'm looking forward to the most is watching people try to figure out who done it, and people talking to their friends about it, and either getting it or not.
Or not. The wrong conclusion. That could be just as fun. Let's talk about both of your characters. Okay, so Felicia, you are Annabelle Pennington.
Yes.
Katie is Jacqueline de Belfort.
Nailed it.
Okay, let's talk about these two. The characters in this are, you know, maybe stereotypical in some ways. We'll start with you, Felicia.
Sure. So if you've read the book, you know Annabelle is not in the book. I'm an amalgamation of one of the other characters in the book, or actually a relative of one of the characters in the book. I play the lawyer to Lynette Ridgway, who happens to be best friends with Jackie de Belfort.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I just want to say, I think that's one of the things that Ken Ludwig, our playwright, does really well. Takes a book with like a ton of characters and kind of blends them into different, so that there's this set cast. You can kind of keep track of everyone, and he really kind of digs into those relationships really well in our show. Jackie is a really fun character that I'm so excited I get to play. She's incredibly fiery, driven, she knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to go after it and show all of her emotions. She doesn't hold back, which I love as an actor. It's kind of just like a gift to be able to play someone like this.
And both of you are so talented. We will post your bios online for people to read. I mean, this is in our backyard. We can go see the talent that you bring live to the stage. We also had to ask, I know we're probably almost out of time here, but Poirot, he is famous for his little mustache. All the character, you've got to have the little hat, the little mustache. He's this old school detective who's so smooth and, you know, maybe underestimated solving some of these crimes.
Oh, and he shouldn't be. Not in this one, anyway.
I can't wait to see. And his mustache, there's even a line about his mustache you mentioned, right?
Oh, there is. And about going into battle and making sure it's just right.
As one would. Thank you both so much. Your last message to our audience across the DMV for them to come out. They probably got to get their tickets fast.
Yeah, very fast. Absolutely. And I just want to say, this is the inaugural season of the new artistic director at Arena Stage, Hana Sharif, and this is the first show she's directing at the theater. So, and she's a revolutionary in my mind. 10 shows happening at her theater this season, and this is the first that she's directing. You don't want to miss it.
No, Arena's pulling out all the stops. I think it's going to be technically beautiful. We're all having such such a fun time in the room collaborating. So we can't wait to share it with everyone.
We can't
and
wait.
with you and your mom.
You and your mom, exactly.
We're gonna
Please
get her
come
here,
out.
and we gotta go November 30th. We'll post more of how folks can come out and get tickets up on our website. Felicia, Katie, thank you both for joining us. I really appreciate your time. Death on the Nile, don't forget, we'll put it on WJLA.com, and a murder mystery, of course. There's no mystery, though, with our weatherman, Steve Rudin.
No.
He's laying out the facts in front of him there, but there is some body of water behind him, not the Nile.
It'd be the Potomac River. So here we go, looking outside right now from our camera atop the Watergate. We have lots of blue sky.